You know, it's a strange time. I've been thinking a lot about the idea of the mainstream, right? There's always been this mainstream reality tunnel. Robert Anton Wilson talked about the fact that we live in reality tunnels, and what we call the mainstream is the sort of widest stream. It's the one most of us live in. There are other streams in the fringes, but for the most part, you could bet on the mainstream as being the reality tunnel that was on solid footing. There was some kind of consensus reality, some kind of objective truth that you could stand your ground on. But increasingly, due in no small part to social media and its fracturing qualities, what Douglas Rushkoff refers to as digiphrenia, there's all these other streams, these reality streams, not just the mainstream, that are increasingly competing for our attention and splintering what was once a mainstream into a series of fringe streams. And so even the mainstream starts to feel like a fringe stream, because all things quote unquote being equal, you can't really tell what has more weight, what reality stream carries more objective consensus weight. You know, Barack Obama said that if we cannot agree on at least a set of facts and truths, then the whole notion of a participatory liberal democracy falls away. Everybody, to a degree, has always lived in their own reality, but there was some consensus. We agreed upon red light and green light when we drive our cars on the road. Otherwise, everybody smashes into each other. We can't collaborate or cooperate if there's not a shared set of frameworks. But what seems to be happening, and this has been massively exacerbated by this pandemic, is that the fringe streams and the mainstream have all kind of collided and fractured us to the degree that I find myself increasingly on strange new footing. They refer to this as ontological uncertainty, right? Because ontology has to do with beingness, with reality. And when ontological uncertainty starts to emerge, it's a little bit like Alice in Wonderland following the white rabbit. The white rabbit has always been a totem for ontological uncertainty, for the moment when baseline reality dissolves and no new reality has yet emerged in its pixelating wake. And I'm struggling with this because, again, I am somebody that, yes, I explore and indulge in the mythopoetic realms. I'm all about poetic truth and beauty truth and art and all that jazz. But again, I'm somebody who has always also been grounded in at least one dimension of reality known as material reality. Facts that you can't argue with, certain objective truths that are inarguable. But now what seems to be happening is there's the blurring of there is a blurring again between the fringe streams and the mainstreams. And as somebody who wants to be able to allow oneself to be open-minded enough to hear out those persuasive speakers on every side of every opinion, I find myself increasingly convoluted, because I find myself persuaded by people on all sides of a given issue. And when people on all sides of a given issue are persuading you, it becomes very difficult to find your way and orient yourself in the world. So I feel disoriented, and I feel like we're living in a post-truth world, and it's really problematic. And this pandemic has created an environment where we, at least for me, I feel lost at sea. I don't really know who to believe. I feel like the agendas have hijacked the situation, and I'm not saying that I fall in one camp or another, but instead I'm nauseated by the fact that all of them are making their case, and some of them doing it quite eloquently. And so, you know, whether it's the hysteria over here or the virus is a hoax people over here, you can't quite negotiate with these fringe stream realities, and it's really fucking problematic. And so we really need to come together, and we need to cohere together. We need to summon coherence, and disclose once more a set of common frameworks and objective realities that we can all agree upon, at least so that we can cooperate and collaborate and move about the world with some kind of orientation. And so that's my invitation during this time, and I hope that we get through this storm and emerge hopefully stronger. But I am concerned. In any case, I'll try my best to if you follow my social media, I'll try my best through my actions to disclose my views. So sending love, guys. Cheers.